much. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much, Mark, for setting it up. My name is Vischer. I'm the product manager for the Pro Camera Accessories line. I will give you an overview about the new products we're presenting here at NAB. The major product we're introducing here is the Studio Matbox SMB1. If you know the names from the ARRI mat boxes, all the big mat boxes, they are called MB something. So now we kind of introducing a new line of mat boxes, and it's called Studio Matbox SMB. Like the other mat boxes, like lightweight mat boxes LMB and mini mat box is MMB. So this is the Studio Matbox. Main characteristics: it's made for filter sizes up to 6.6 inch at 6.6 inch. It has a 4:3 sunshade ratio, and it's compatible with all filter frames and lens rings from the MB14. There are two versions available. So one version is the version you know from the MB14, which has an extension, and it's also an optional accessory from the MB28 as an extension module. But the other version is the more interesting version. It's a tilt version. So it's called the SMB1 tilt. So why do we need a tilt module? It's to counteract image artifacts linked to filter reflections. There are more problems with digital cameras. It was there with analog cameras as well, but more and more people are complaining about there are some issues. So we tried to find a solution for our clients by tilting the whole mat box with the filters. And we think we can not solve every single problem, but I don't know yet what percentage, but I hope like at least 80%. It is built in. So it does not mean that if you have a problem, you have to find your tilt module. It's built in, and within a second, you can find a solution for the existing problem. It is a maintenance-free system because it's a lubrication-free system, and the degree tilting, the angle is 15 degrees down and up to 10 degrees up. There are upgrades for both versions. So if you want to upgrade from the basic version to the tilt, or kind of downgrade from the tilt version to the basic version, it's available, but by just adding the other module. If you tilt the mat box, then with some angles, maybe it's not enough with the existing rings on the back. So we made a new ring, which we called the tilting filter ring. And it's available, you see on the left down there, you see like a really long version. It will come like this, but you can just divide it into two halves, like just use a part of it if you just have a smaller angle. It can hold around 6-inch filter, and in the back it has the 150mm diameter. It's compatible with all the existing reduction rings we have available at ARRI. The other very interesting feature of this mat box are the stackable filter stages. Normally, you have to carry, if you go on set and shooting, you want to have a single filter stage, a double, a triple, and you have a lot of filter stages to carry. And it's also a big investment for the rental. So we thought about stackable filter stages. We just have a double filter stage and a single one, and then you can just stack them together as many as you want. Like this, it's very easy to change from one, to swap from one solution to another, and there's also not so many things to carry to the set. The filter rotation is built inside. In the double filter stage, we have a geared frame possibility, and we also offering now, as we did with the LMB25 and the LMB6, we had the kind of invention of the tray catcher. Now we have for every single filter frame a tray catcher that the filter tray cannot fall down and damage the filter. The flags, there's also an improvement with the flags because we have now heavy-duty adjusters, and we have the possibility for a really quick adjustment and a fine adjustment at the same time. It's the first mat box on the market which can be converted to an anamorphic mat box. So we have a sunshade with a ratio 2:1 to shoot the anamorphic format. And the anamorphic conversion set includes the sunshade. Then we have the side flags dedicated for anamorphic, and you can use the same top flag as for the spherical hood, and then you have a dedicated mat set. And it can be converted within 5 minutes or under 5 minutes. We have an accessory bracket for the top that you can use devices like the ultrasonic, like the UDM1 or the Cinetape. And it has also the interfaces for the French flag system, which we had also implemented in the MB14. So these were all the features of the new Studio Mat box. Then we have two other products I want to talk about. One is the quick release plate, the QRP1. It is kind of the perfect companion for the ARRI mirror, but it also fits to all standard broadcast cameras in the market, as well as for our accessory from ARRI PCA, the broadcast plate for the Sony F5 and F55. It's really a quick lock system. It's very stable. It has an active rear mount. Like this you have really, it's like run and gun shoot. Single operator camera, you can just click it in and it's ready to go. And then last but not least, we have modified our existing stainless steel rods. So we made lightweight stainless steel rods because we think stainless steel is the material to go. We are not really the big fans of the aluminum. We are not big fans of the carbon fiber because we think stainless steel is the way to go. It's very good with sliding the accessories onto the rods. And we made it possible to reduce the weight for the stainless steel rods up to 55%. These are available up to the length to 340, longer 440 and 540. We still go with the old system, with a really heavy duty system, because then it doesn't matter so much about weight. And if you use big zoom lenses, it's maybe good to have a really like a strong stainless steel rod. But for shorter lengths, it's not really necessary. And we made tests, and they are really strong and really lightweight. So that's what it from my side, and I'd like to hand over to my colleague Henrik. So now it's up to you now.
Yeah, hello. My name is Henrik Voss. I'm the product manager for the electronic control system. And the electronic control system includes all the accessories that are electronic, also the wireless accessories like our hand control units, motor controllers, and so on. So at this NAB we introduced 3 new motor controllers. The first one is the universal motor controller UMC4. It's a 3-axis motor controller that can fit on any camera, and it gives you functions that were previously only available with Alexa Plus or studio cameras and the integrated motor controllers. So the most important new feature with the UMC4 is that it includes the ARRI LDS lens data archive. And that means that this device can generate lens data, and this lens data can then be very helpful on set and in post-production. The lens data can be shown on the wireless compact hand unit, so it provides the focus puller with information of depth of field and how its lens is set. But it's also the basis for some functions like focus mapping to pre-marked focus rings or focus tracking. And focus tracking is if you have a distance measuring device like the ultrasonic distance measure UDM1 or a Cinetape. You can press a button on your hand unit and the focus motor will drive to the measured value of that distance measurer. So it's like a focus assist, which can be very helpful in some situations. The UMC4 has many interfaces. It has many serial interfaces that can connect to peripheral equipment, but it also has a Ethernet interface that allows the device to integrate with standard IT equipment. So you'll be able to set up your UMC4 through a laptop or through a smartphone. You'll also be able to capture the lens data that the motor controller generates onto SD card together with timecode, and then access these files that are on the SD card through a Wi-Fi access point, for example. Now, if there's a VFX supervisor on set or a DIT and he is capturing the lens data and needs it, he doesn't have to access the UMC4 to get it. He can just access through Wi-Fi connection and get those files. Another interesting feature about the UMC4 that it has interfaces that connect directly to focus and zoom demands from Fujinon and Canon. So if you have a broadcast style setup with a cine lens, and you have your focus and zoom demands on your pedestal tripod, you can connect those directly to the UMC4 and drive the motors that are connected to it. Now the two other new motor controllers are the mini motor controllers. They look like this. Actually, I think I have one in my pocket. They're really very mini. So one of them, the left one there, that is a SMC1, the single motor controller. It drives one single lens motor. So that is really for setups where size and weight matter. For example, you might have a Steadicam setup, you want it really slim and lightweight. You use a single motor controller and our single axis hand unit, and you are done. The second one is the ENG motor controller, EMC1. It connects directly to ENG type lenses like the Fujinon Cabrio lenses. So if you have a Fujinon Cabrio lens, you can connect this lens directly to the connector here on the device and then drive the three motors that are already integrated with the lens with a hand unit like the WCO4. So this is really a very, very slim and lightweight setup that can be very useful if you don't want to have big accessories on your camera. All those motor controllers will be available from June 2014 onwards. And yeah, we are already taking orders for them. Another news that we have expanded our service structure. We have changed our service structure. So we had already a set service structure for our cameras, but up to now the service of our electronic accessories was mainly made in Vienna, in Austria. We have changed that now. We have made trainings in our worldwide subsidiaries, and now all our worldwide service partners and sales subsidiaries, service subsidiaries are able to service those electronic accessories, providing 24 hours, 5 days a week service for those devices.